Alright, hi guys. So me and Arturo.
Hi.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. We just watched Civil War. And it was bad.
10 out of 10.
I'd give it 12 out of 10. No, actually, my actual score is 9 out of 10. But, so today we're going to do a non-spoiler review. This is non-spoilers. Come back next week for the spoiler review when we have Dennis Davis. Because he couldn't be here because he's a dick. This is our non-spoiler. If you're looking for spoilers, click off. My first comment is the action, jokes, and Spider-Man are the best things about this film. If you want a funny, action-packed Spider-Man movie, well, it's not a Spider-Man movie. There's like,
They like shine the spotlight on
like 15 minutes of Spider-Man, but it's so cool. They did him justice.
It's the best interpretation of Spider-Man so far.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire can go suck this guy's dick. Because this guy, Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield, he was pretty bad. But this guy is badass.
That's a spoiler.
There's an end credit scene after the first end credit scene with Spider-Man. Watch it. A lot of you guys are probably going to leave the theater at the first end credit scene. Don't. It's not worth it. You go watch the extra Spider-Man scene.
You gotta stay.
Yeah. It was pretty cool.
Only the noobs left.
Yeah. Speaking of noobs, Paul Rudd was in this as Ant-Man. Mm-hmm. And he was kind of weak. I liked him better than Ant-Man.
Yeah.
But it was still cool. Oh, and Hawkeye was in it. So if you hate Hawkeye, you can laugh at him. So this isn't a spoiler. You're gonna think it is, but it's not. In the first 10 minutes, Crossbones, who most of you guys is the main villain of our film. Hey, hi Arturo. You need to be in this video.
I don't wanna.
Okay, sure. So Crossbones goes down like in the first 10 minutes, so it's not a spoiler. There's a lot of jokes in this.
Yeah.
There's one part where they confiscate Falcon's wings, and when he gets it back, he's like, they show him like the list of how they categorize it. There's like bird costume, and I was like, that's awesome, because when I saw Civil War, I was like, well, this isn't Falcon. This is some dude with a jetpack.
Or like,
and the bird costume is what he had in the comics.
Like there was this one part where like they were in the airport and like they did something to Spider-Man. Or no, something happened. It's a spoilery thing, and then Spider-Man was just like, holy.
It was so cool.
Hilarious. Like the whole theater like went out laughing.
Yeah, it was so fun. Spider-Man is hilarious in this. I'm gonna talk about something I don't like. Whenever they change locations, they give you this horrible text font like in the middle of the screen. Yeah, that tells you where they are, and it's horrible. I hate it.
I felt like it was fine like the first 2 times,
yeah,
but then like the like 7th time.
They did it 2 times in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they did it every time they changed the location.
It was like 8 of them.
Yeah, it was like 142 point Helvetica, but white.
Yeah.
Bold. It was terrible. It was in the middle of the screen and everything. Oh. Transitions were pretty sweet. Yeah. Combat, all the action scenes. There was a lot of shaky cam in this. Do you agree? Yeah, just like that. But
there was a lot of shaky.
Yeah, it was still pretty good. When they only focused on one person at a time, it was still pretty good. The problem was when you had that huge fight scene with like Iron Man's team and Cap's team, and you had that was when it was a problem.
But it wasn't that much. It was
it wasn't a huge problem. Now we're gonna talk about the Stan Lee cameo. It was really funny. So Tony Stank, he gets a FedEx package. That's all I'm gonna say. It's pretty funny. Baron Zemo was a weak ass villain. He was probably weaker than Dennis Davis. Arturo, did you like Baron Zemo?
I felt like he was unnecessary. I felt like it would have been better if the main villain was Crossbones.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, Baron Zemo, he doesn't even get a cool fight scene.
Baron Zemo doesn't fight at all.
Yeah. Well, what everyone thought they were going to do was they were going to make it like both Iron Man and Captain America were both the good guys, and you had to really pick a side, and it was really emotionally investing. They tried that. I'll give them that. They tried, but Captain America's team was brutal. They were just killing off Iron Man's team. They didn't really kill anyone, but like they were brutal. They were going for kill shots. Cap's scene was just brutal. And I think you guys will agree with me. Okay, so there's a super awesome, badass scene with Ant-Man where he has a really tiny truck, and he gives Cap one of those grow disc things, and he throws the truck at Rhodey, and then Cap throws the grow disc at him, and the truck just explodes. And Ant-Man plays it off like, "Oh, I thought it was a water truck." I'm like, "Dude, you could have killed somebody." Black Panther is really badass. I love Black Panther. I thought I wasn't, but he is. So, we have like 30 seconds left. Remember, this is a non-spoiler review. Come back next Saturday for the spoiler review. And that's pretty much all we can talk about in this without getting into spoilers. So don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe. This week's surprise channel promotion of the week is Screen Junkies. Yeah, Screen Junkies. They do honest trailers, movie fights, stuff like that. They're pretty cool. We'll put a link in the description. Put a comment on how you think my hair is. I think it's pretty lit. But
See you next week.
yeah, with Dennis Davis. Make it.